Hey, welcome to the Chronic Wrestling Addiction Podcast. We're your hosts,
Bubs,
the Monster Chuckanucker, Bradshaw,
and your referee, Kevin Faber.
Before we get into today's episode, we want to remind you guys to head on over to our social media pages and give us a like and a follow.
Alright, so we're sitting down to do our Royal Rumble predictions for 2020. Now, Bubs, who's your pick to win the men's Rumble here? Roman, eh? Why do you think it's going to be Roman this time around?
Because creative has no style.
I mean, that's always a fair prediction there. I myself, going with John Morrison. I mean, he's back. It's a good time to do it. Great way to set it off. Back up with Miz there.
Good choice.
Good choice on that one all around in my predictions there. Brad?
I'm going Kevin Owens. I feel like they have been pushing him for a long time now, and they need to finally have a payoff and have him go to Mania for whatever title he sees fit. So I feel like Kevin Owens would be a good choice.
That's fair. Moving on to the women's winner. Who do you got there, Bubs?
Becky Lynch.
Becky Lynch? Alright, so why Becky on the specific one there?
Again, creative has no style. They're just going to repeat 2019 after she loses to Asuka.
I mean, that's a fair prediction with what's been seen in the last little while from them. I myself on this one with Alexa Bliss. I'd like to see Alexa Bliss win it. It would be a nice little push for her. And I think her going on to take on Asuka or, let's face it, probably Charlotte or Shayna Baszler if she gets a pull up between now and then would be a fun time. So, Brad, how about you?
I am actually agreeing with you on that one. Alexa Bliss. I feel like it's time for her to regain a title again, a major title. And, I'd like to see her, depending on who it is, her against Charlotte would be good. Her against Asuka would be good, depending on who either the Raw or SmackDown Live Women's Champion is.
All right. I mean, that's a fair point there. So moving on, next match that we have on the card here is going to be the Universal Championship match. The Fiend Bray Wyatt versus Daniel Bryan in a strap match. Bubs, who you got on this one?
The Fiend. It's too early to take it off of him.
I mean, that's a fair point to make there, especially seeing as he's got that customized belt. Myself, I also went with The Fiend simply because I love it. It's hot, it's great, it's a fun time. I mean, aside from that weird hair bit that we had twice now with Daniel Bryan pulling out some of his dreads as well. But that's okay. Brad, who you got on this?
Y'all are weird. I'm going Daniel Bryan on this one. I love The Fiend. I love everything about it. But I love Daniel Bryan. He's one of my all-time favorites, probably my top 5. I'd like to see, Daniel Bryan win it, and then they go on to Mania for the final blow-off of the feud. A big match at Mania or something. I just would love to see Daniel Bryan have the title again, as a face and not a heel this time.
Fair enough.
Because his heel run was not the greatest. I don't want to live those days again.
Oh, you want to chime in on the heel run there, Bubs?
Aside from the belt, I had no issues with it. The belt was hideous.
Next match that we have up there is the Raw Women's Championship match. I'm pretty sure, Bubs, I don't need to ask you about this. I'm sure you believe that Asuka's going to take this one, as you stated earlier. On this one, I also went with Asuka just because I'm going to agree that if Alexa Bliss doesn't take it, it's going to be Becky Lynch who takes it after losing it to Asuka. So she'll go on to either face Asuka or face the winner of whoever has the women's championship at the time for SmackDown there. Brad, who you got on that one?
I am also going with Asuka. I feel like it's her time, especially with her heel run right now and the kind of new attitude she has. It's a fresh breath of air. Becky Lynch is awesome, but I'm tired of the whole thing. She needs to either drop the title and go away for a bit, or find something new with a feud with somebody else. Because it's just it's old now for me with her whole I'm the man. It's old.
Well, fair enough. Next one we got up is the SmackDown Women's Championship. Bayley versus Lacey Evans. Who you got for this one, Bubs?
Bayley. Still too early in Bayley's heel run, and Lacey is still too green.
Fair enough. That's good observations to make there and things to point out. However, I'm going to be the opposite of you as I choose Lacey Evans to win this one simply because I think it's a good time to give her the push. I also just really enjoy Lacey, especially after the bit that she pulled when it was down in, what was it, Calgary?
Yeah, it was Calgary for the live event there.
Yeah, that was a fun little bit there. And
No, that was Edmonton, actually.
Edmonton,
That was
yeah.
Edmonton for the second show.
Yeah, and I just honestly hoping for a women's rights. Boom, Bailey down, 1, 2, 3. Lacey Evans, new champ. Who you got on this one, Brad?
I'm agreeing with you 110%, Kev. It is Lacey Evans. I feel like it's her time. She's proven herself as a heel to be able to get under your skin, and her as a face. And I haven't been able to watch a lot of what she's been doing as a face, honestly.
Shut up.
But I feel like, giving her a chance with the title would be a good shot right now for her, and set her up for an eventual feud with, more like a deeper feud with either Bailey, or add Sasha into, that title picture.
So the next match that we have booked currently is going to be Roman Reigns versus King Corbin in a Falls Count Anywhere match. Bubs, who you got?
Roman, because I couldn't fucking care less.
That's fair enough.
Saying it honestly.
Yeah, definitely saying it honestly. My pick on this one is also Roman, just because I feel that they're just going to give us a Roman win, and then if John Morrison doesn't win the Rumble, it's going to be a Roman Reigns push to win on that one. Just because creative. Welcome to the world of not caring. Who you got on this one, Brad?
Roman Reigns, because I hate Corbin. He has, from I think it's described as X-Pac heat, go away heat, like get the frig off, like no, get off my screen heat. Like I can't stand him anymore.
Okay, so moving on from that one there, that's you sound a little sour. United States Championship match, Andrade versus Humberto. Who do you got, Bubs?
Andrade, again, still too early. Humberto hasn't really gotten fully over. He has no true character.
I mean, he's still a great hero in this
Dimples.
aspect. But he's definitely just a face at this point, but that's why giving him a title
Pretty
could do
dimples,
good.
but that's about it.
So I'm going to be the opposite of you on this one. I think Humberto is a good one to pass it off to, makes him a liable threat to Andrade. If Andrade try to go back for another match there, maybe get it down the road at one of these pay-per-views right before Mania, and then Ray comes in after getting some time to rest up and be fresh for it. Who do you got on this one?
I am going Andrade. And I originally, when I was kind of thinking about it earlier at some point, like within the last couple days, I was like, you know what? I would have won Humberto, but I read an interview with Rey Mysterio about Andrade, saying that Andrade reminds him of a lot of Eddie Guerrero, and how Rey would love to have a hair versus mask match with Andrade at Mania. So I feel like if Andrade wins, they can keep this going, even with Humberto, and push it into a WrestleMania hair versus mask match with Andrade versus Rey.
I believe that would be a first day for WWE.
Yep, they've done hair versus hair matches before, but they've never done hair versus mask. And Andrade does remind me, especially his in-ring style and work rate, as Eddie Guerrero.
The last hair versus mask match I watched would have been Triple Mania. Blue Damon Jr. versus Dr. Wagner Jr.
Yeah.
And that was a bloody match. Honestly, if they could be able to book that and have it be on that level of a competition as that was with Triple Mania, which was absolutely mesmerizing and emotional just in its own right, then it could go over very well. So, if Andrade does win and they do push on to go to do this, I'm excited to see what happens there.
Well, it works because, I hate to, poo-poo on it, but, remember Sin Cara, right? Mexican wrestlers, when they come into the WWE to acclimate to the WWE style, it doesn't work out. But with Andrade and Rey, they can both do the WWE style, but those two together in a match, look at Monday Night, the ladder match. Those two can create magic and create a WrestleMania moment if they can go that route.
No, I was terrified for Ray a few times there.
Oh god.
But moving on. So the last one that we have booked at the moment is Sheamus versus Shorty G. Bubs?
Sheamus, he's gonna beat his Daniel Bryan record.
Yeah? He's just gonna boot.
Broke done.
Done? Alright. Who you got for this one, Brad?
Actually, I want you to go first, Kevin.
I also have Sheamus, actually, because I personally believe it's probably going to be a boot done. However, I will give credit. Shorty G is very capable and a amazing athlete. I just believe that they're just using him as essentially a named jobber at this moment. Like, it's bothersome to me. His storylines are literally just that of somebody making fun of him smiling, trying to move past it, and then either losing or barely winning.
Well, as you said, barely winning, I think Shorty G's going to take it. I think that he'll somehow eke it out in, like, somehow, some way, a backslide or a schoolboy or something will happen that Shorty G...
His favorite finish.
Screw you.
Yeah. You know what? Okay, if it lasts longer than 10 seconds, Shorty G will take it.
I'd love to see Shorty G take it just because I love the whole thing about it. You know, it's unique. It's something that gives him some more of a comedic role. And I was a fan of Santino Marella. I love the comedic stuff. So that's kind of what I love about that whole gimmick.
I mean, that's fair. That's definitely a good thing to have out there. So we also have four spots in the Rumble that haven't been announced yet. So there's still time for it to happen in between now and then, but Bubs, who do you think might take one of those spots?
Keith Lee, obviously.
I mean,
Cain Velasquez at number 2.
Cain Velasquez at number 2 would definitely be an interesting one. I mean, if they do Cain Velasquez at number 2, they might as well do Tyson Fury at number 3, right?
Yeah.
That's only if Brock just throws Kane out immediately.
Oh, I don't think that would happen right away. Brad, who do you think could take one of those 4 spots?
I don't know if he's confirmed, but say it with me. Adam Cole, baby. I want to see Adam Cole in there. I love Adam Cole. I hope he gets the call up soon.
Anyone from UE is making it after tonight.
Yeah, if you would have seen Worlds Collide when it was happening,
I haven't seen it yet.
I
But
can guarantee you
Oh.
Wolf will not be in that match.
I'm gonna say
Wolf, please get better. Hopefully you're okay, man.
Yeah, that was rough, man.
I'm gonna say it just because somebody has to. Punk. Somebody has to say it, even though he's probably not gonna be there. Somebody has to say it.
I mean, if Punk's there, I honestly don't know what I would do. He's one of my all-time favorites.
I think you're gonna jizz in your pants.
Oh man, I might get a noise violation. Poor neighbors.
Not enough when the Hardys came back.
Yeah, when they came back, that was a good pop.
Trust me, I was in Calgary and we were in renting a house there. Me and my brother watched the Hardys come back live, and my mom thought we were fighting. So I can understand that. What about you?
For me, I'd have to say Punk would be on that list. If they were going to surprise us randomly, it would be now, and it would be for number 30. Here, we're doing it. We're just giving them one last push. Goodbye, gone. TV ratings go soaring.
Yeah.
And not have to deal with it. However, there is a few different options as well. Like maybe Triple H wants to get in there and just destroy something for once.
Just for shits and giggles.
Yeah, he could very well do so. We could be getting lied to by Edge. He could actually be medically cleared.
Yep.
For now, I'll believe him. Until he proves to me that he's a liar, I will believe him.
Until we hear Tony Chimel, the Rated R Superstar.
Yeah, that would be amazing. But I don't really think there's anybody else I could think of. Honestly, I don't know.
There is one guy that's been out with an injury for a long time.
I mean, we could have Jeff, because Jeff's in
Jeff Hardy.
my big ones there, because honestly, with him having been out for a little bit, that would be a fantastic way for him to come back. Hopefully, he'd be in the last couple ones near the end there.
Yeah.
Just because I do think he might be getting close to calling it quits there. But if he does, I want to see him really have a nice little push before that happens.
What about any legends? Because they've had Diesel come back and stuff like that.
I think for once, where you might not see too many legends, there's a competition out there that's signing some of these guys to help out, or got these guys coming to help out over there because they no longer believe in the process, right?
Yeah. Another name that could be added into that possibly is Taker.
Yeah, Taker. John Cena.
Yeah, Cena.
He's come back for a quick little while.
He teased a Royal Rumble picture on Instagram, and with John Cena, you never know what that could mean with him.
Yeah, sometimes he reveals who's coming out that time. I mean, he did that with AJ.
He did it with AJ. Yep. So it always just depends, and even though we haven't seen Cena in a WWE ring since Mania, actually, when he did that little interaction with Elias.
Yeah.
It'd be good to see him come back for a little something at Mania.
Give me the Dr. Thugonomics one more time for one last ride, and I'm happy.
There's one other person that could be number 2, though.
Oh.
Dio Madden.
I mean, Dio Madden would be a good one, especially after suffering an injury at the hands of Brock.
Dominic Mysterio?
Not a chance.
I don't think Dom would come.
Without Ray.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
That was just, throwing something at the wall and seeing that thing stuff.
I mean, it could be a good idea. It would be a good way to get him in there as a quick, here we go, it's a multi-man match. He could just perform for a little while, get tossed out, maybe have a good throw or two out as well.
Well, another guy I was thinking of, the guy that's on your TV right now. Finn Balor.
I mean, yeah. But seeing as, I'm playing Worlds Collide in the background here with no audio on, you can see this is happening. However, based off of everything we've seen through this, I'm not actually expecting anybody who performed tonight to come up.
You never know, though.
The
they could be
intensity that all of them put in and the amount of damage that these guys must have taken. If they're bringing them up, I don't think it would be until Monday at this point now.
Well, let's kind of go into that, though. I know you weren't expecting to go into that. Monday after the Rumble. Any call-ups, you think? Any kind of... Because tomorrow marks the start of the road to WrestleMania, officially.
I don't know, Bubs, what do you think?
Velveteen.
Velveteen, yeah.
That's a guy who
Velveteen.
I haven't heard of him in a long time, actually.
It's because he's injured.
But I mean, if
it's
he's...
a knee injury.
I mean, he should be cleared without us being told.
And there is also Lars could come back.
Yeah, Lars could.
Cleared for...
I can't help but think of him in the rumors that happened.
Oh man, unfortunately, this entire next little bit could be pretty interesting.
Oh, it is a broken nose.
Yeah, I told you. I very well thought that Finn could have a broken nose there.
It was off that high knee.
Yeah, it unfortunately looked very nasty, but they kept going.
That's actually the first time I've ever seen Ilya Dragunov wrestle.
He's
But,
a fucking beast.
Yeah, any other Rumble predictions, Bubs?
Not that I can think of.
Morrison turns on Miz, throws him out.
I mean, that could be a way to keep them apart and just be like, all right,
Holy
that's
shit.
the element. Yeah, that coast to coast. Nice, right?
My God.
Just wait for the Fatal 4-Way, man.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I cannot wait to watch that.
I don't think I really have anything else to say about it. I think that's about where we're going to have to end that one and call it good. We'll wait to see what happens next and see who got all their picks. All right.
Sounds good.
See you guys tomorrow for the Rumble.
Let's do it. We here at Chronic Wrestling Edition wanted to thank you for listening. And remember, if you like what you heard, head on over to our pages and give us a follow.